What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. Force here with another StarCraft 2 commentary today. This game is going to be between Empire Kas and the Little One. Yes, another game with TLO. I just love him so much. We are on the map Antigua Shipyard. Spawning in the upper left-hand spawn position is our red ZvT player, Liquid's TLO. And of course, let's start off with some information. If you forgot from last game, TLO took 4th place at the One Nation of Gamers i2 Starcraft 2 Invitational. This was on April 1st, and then on the 14th of October was a semi-finalist at the ASUS-ROG, the GD Invitational. His opponent down over here in the lower right-hand spawn position of Antigua Shipyard is Empire Kas, our blue Terran player. Kas took 3rd place at the World Cyber Games 2011. This was on December 11th of last year, and then on January 22nd he took 3rd place at the IEM Season 6 Global Challenge in Kyiv. So unfortunately for Kas, hasn't won any major, or hasn't placed high in any major tournaments really this year, except for in January. Hopefully that's something that he can turn around at some point. I have always enjoyed games with Kas. You know, it seems like there's a steady round of professional players in StarCraft 2 that I'm always commentating their games, and Kas does come up quite often as well. That just goes to show you the caliber of player that he is, and you know, you always hope to see that people win. You don't want people to be doing this full time and to not win games or not win major tournaments at least. I'm sure that there's some smaller tournaments where he wins like a couple $100 here and there, but I don't know what I'm yammering on about. Let's get into the game. Kas opens up with the 10 depot, then follows that up with the barracks. Now we are not seeing a refinery at 13, which is sort of the standard timing if you're going to be opening up with a gas early on. So this, of course, leads me to believe that we will be seeing a 1 barracks into expansion here from Kas, trying to take advantage of an early strong economy and then kind of work his way up from there, probably following up with a factory and some Hellions and stuff like that. So the Little One moving in with his Overlord Scout will be actually spotting out this very thing as Kas now moves to get his first Marine, changes into an orbital command, and you can see very close to those 400 resources. As soon as he hits that, we'll be seeing that command center right down here at the natural expansion. And there it is. Speaking of expansions, the Little One does have his up and running, about 3/4 of the way complete at the moment. Also, spawning pool about 3/4 of the way complete, although no gas yet, and is going to be holding off on that at least for a while longer. SCV Scout moving out for Kas. We'll be spotting what's going on, and the Little One went far enough to see if there was a refinery. Actually, very close to losing his Overlord here. It's gonna be very, very, very close to losing his Overlord. He's just gonna hug the edge here and taunt that poor Marine who just desperately wants to shoot that Overlord in the face. And he does want to try to move down into the safety of here because we may just see a Marine try to go on this side to get the last few shots off. No, it's just gonna chill it over. It would be really dangerous to try to send a Marine over here, especially since Zerglings will be in place soon. You'd almost be guaranteed to lose that. Speaking of Zerglings, we do have 2 in play. We'll be going straight for that SCV. It's an easy surround there and takes that out. Drones go back to mining, and now these Zerglings will be moving out to get some scouting done. Grab that Xel'Naga tower, check the front over here at that expansion. That is one thing the Little One has not scouted out. He spotted the Lacquer refinery and the 1 barracks, but he didn't actually officially see this expansion down here. So looking for that will be a good idea. Although with these 3 Marines, I do believe that Kas will be all set to prevent that from happening. You have some extractors now coming through, 2 of them here inside of the main. And beyond that, just sort of chilling out right now. Yeah, he's droning up a bit, and that's pretty much it. We'll be saturating those extractors immediately. No reason to get 2 otherwise. And then we'll see what he's deciding to do here. I'm actually pretty intrigued to see what the Little One does have in the works. A couple Marines and an SCV move to the center of the map here. Little sneaky Zergling able to bypass that force. Now moves into the natural to get his scouting done. Takes a couple shots from that 1 Marine and won't be able to make it up into the main, but he does spot the 2nd command center. This is going to tell him basically that Kas does not have a lot early on. He will not have a lot of forces whatsoever in the early stage of the game. Coming out with a, I guess it's technically the 3rd command center, but building the 2nd command center beyond his 1st one. This is, of course, for the purpose of quickly saturating that natural expansion, getting some extra mule action as well. Kind of puts him in a vulnerable position early on to something like this. The Little One coming out now with a Baneling nest. I'm a bit concerned for Kas. He doesn't have a wall off defending this natural expansion. Speedlings and Banelings are going to wreak havoc here. Will force him back to his main, and this is a major, major concern. Now, we do have a factory that's about to do a hot swap here with this barracks building the reactor, allowing him to come out with those double Hellions, and he's going to need those quick to deal with the Speedlings and Banelings that will be coming forth in just a moment. Kas tries to move up with a scout. Is he going to spot it? Is he going to spot it? That is the question. Doesn't spot the Baneling's nest, although he did see a lot of Zerglings, which is pretty telling. He did not spot the Baneling nest very close, but he sees all of these Zerglings, and that's got to be a giveaway as to what's going on. Kas with a bunker outside of the natural expansion. A couple of Marines chilling out in it. They're actually scared right now that all those Zerglings are going to wrap back around, so he says, I'm going to stick in the safety of my bunker for the moment. Kas has got to be concerned, though. We're going to have Banelings coming through in just a moment. Speedlings now moving in. They will wreak havoc, just forcing all the SCVs off the line. Traps his SCVs out there with all these Speedlings and Banelings. He really had to do that, though, because otherwise, if he left those down any longer, these Zerglings were about to just walk right up there and wreak havoc. We got a bunch of Banelings just morphing right in Kas's vision. He says, yeah, I know you see it. You can see it, I know. What are you going to do about it? That's the question. Banelings now moving up, preparing for the bust. There go both the depots and the reactor there out front. Tank tries to siege up, gets overwhelmed quickly, and this is going to be a quick GG with these Speedlings now in the main. Pretty much all of the forces of Kas have been decimated, and that will be all she wrote. Look at that beautiful play there at this game by the little one. Scouting out that quick third orbital command, realizing, hey man, if I push off of 2 bases with some Speedlings and Banelings, I could easily overwhelm Kas, and that is exactly what happened. Quick, but what an entertaining game. Great play this game by the little one, moving out after spotting the lack of army early on that Kas had as a result of coming out with a quick third orbital command. He really did not have the forces necessary to defend against this Speedling Baneling bust here that we're about to see again in just one moment. Oh, that is so beautiful to watch. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. What an interesting game here between these two players. If you like the content, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. And once again, there will be some more regular StarCraft 2 content. I do promise you that. I apologize for the lack that we have seen over the past couple of weeks. It has just been a crazy time, but things are back to normal, kind of. So we'll be getting back to a more regular schedule. Thanks again, guys. If you like the content, please subscribe. And as always, keep watching and keep owning.